Hey everyone, I'm Ellen here at etrailer.com. Today we're going to be taking a look at the magnetic tow lights. These are going to offer an easy solution to get lights on the back of your towed vehicle while you're flat towing down the road. It's important to have these, number one, so that you can signal to other drivers what you're doing. So as you're coming to a stop, that brake light signal is going to come on here at the back of that towed vehicle, or if you're putting on your signals to turn left or right, you'll still have the signal functionality at the back of the vehicle. A lot of times whenever you're flat towing, that towed car is going to block your lights, and so it makes it harder for other drivers to see what you're signaling, so this eliminates that issue. Also, it is a requirement from the DOT, so you want to be compliant with all DOT laws, federal, state, and local. It's going to be a pretty simple install. The nice thing about this is that it's a more temporary installation or a temporary light system. You can get these that are going to be a permanent install that actually utilize the lights of your towed vehicle itself, so it's going to operate from your electrical system. Personally, I prefer the more permanent system if you're going to be towing all the time. If this is just going to be a one-time thing, or you just tow once in a blue moon, or you want these to be kind of a recovery situation, if you are going to be using these for more towing a vehicle to have it be repaired, if you're somebody who works for an auto repair shop or something similar to that kind of situation, these are a great option because you can just slap them on, plug them in, and you're good to go. If you're going to be towing all the time, if you're living in the RV and this is going to be something you're using all the time, these can get kind of annoying. One of the things is that you'll have this wiring harness just hanging out on the top of your vehicle. As the wind hits that, it's going to start rubbing against the paint. Not the best thing because it can wear that paint away. Also, you've got to set this up every time that you hook up your towed vehicle to your RV. So it's just one more kind of clunky step to getting on the road. So it just kind of depends on what situation you're going to be using these for. If it's just occasional use, you're going to be using it in all kinds of different cars, great option. If you're going to be using it all the time, not so great. So let's take a little closer look at the details of this actual light system. The way they attach to your towed vehicle is via these magnets at the bottom. So this little label, as the text there tells you, it advises you to leave that on so you don't scratch up the surface of your vehicle. You also want to clean the surface that you're going to attach to at least just a little bit to make sure that there's not any dirt or grime underneath this label, so it's not getting kind of worn in there. It shouldn't really move around while you're on the road, but it's just never a bad idea to remove any kind of grit so it gets a better grip on your roof there. The wiring going between them is going to spread out so you can put it on either side, and then we'll have our 20-foot long cord. This is going to connect into our RV's wiring system. So it comes with a pigtail to connect to your RV. This is just going to have the blank wires or the open wires to connect to your left, right turn signal, and then your running light signal, and also your ground. These also are going to function as your brake signals as well. So you'll need to tap into your turn signals and that brake. And then that's just going to plug into this harness whenever you're ready to go. And that's pretty much all there is to it. So pretty straightforward as far as the install. It does come with a handful of quick splice connectors for getting tapped into your RV or your towing vehicle's wiring system. Quick splice connectors work just fine. As the name suggests, they are a really quick way to connect into those wires. Again, me personally, I don't particularly like these, especially for an outside connection or one that's going to be out in the elements. It's getting exposed to rain and road grime and salt and all kinds of stuff getting kicked up underneath your vehicle, as well as the vibrations of the road. Anything that's moving is going to have some movement to it. These guys are not going to be the best solution. They can come apart. They don't provide any kind of weather protection. So do they work? Sure, but not the best solution again. Especially if this is going to be on your towing vehicle all the time. This would be the one place that even if you are only using this every once in a while, it would still be a good idea to upgrade the connections here to a butt connector or even a heat shrink butt connector, which is just going to wrap around or seal around the wires and provide some water protection. You can find those here at etrailer.com if you want to pick them up. It is an optional step, just trying to give you an idea of what's going to make this the best install. I also would prefer using the heat shrink butt connectors because then you're never going to have to get under your RV and check those wires. As long as they're properly installed, you really shouldn't have any issues. Whereas these little guys, you might have to get under there and figure out what's going on with your wiring eventually. But all that being said, as far as the size of these lights, each one measures 4 1/4 inches wide. That's going from the base here, and then about 6 7/8 inches tall, and then front to back about 2 1/4 inch deep. The light itself has a diameter of 4 inches, and our bulk wiring measures 20 feet long. This will work with 8-volt up to 16-volt systems. It is covered by a limited lifetime warranty. The lights are LEDs, so you shouldn't have any issues with the bulbs burning out here. LEDs pretty much last forever. So as a temporary light, should be a good solution. But again, if you want to check out any of those other permanent solutions, as I kind of alluded to, you can find a lot of options here at etrailer.com. I would highly suggest that, again, if you're going to be using this all the time. I hope this video has been helpful in deciding if this is going to be the right solution for you. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.